you showed us. Let's get into the word. Enough of that. Philippians, the third chapter. Philippians, the third chapter, NIV version. We want to take a look at something. Want to do a thorough teaching in reference to forward thinkers. We talked about this at 9 o'clock service, and we want to continue to talk about it at 11:30 service. Forward thinkers. Thank God for all of our guests and family and friends who are watching around the world by internet streaming. Thank you so much for your faithfulness. We appreciate you. We want to take a quick look at Philippians, the third chapter, and let's take a look at also Judges, the sixth chapter, verse 14. I didn't get a chance to get there, and I didn't get a chance to finish, and I probably won't get a chance to finish ever. I don't think I've ever finished a message yet. I've been pastoring for 20 years, and I ain't finished nothing yet. Boy, I tell you, yeah. Forward thinkers. We want to talk about how to move forward and not be stagnant. Sometimes a good cut off, shut down, let down, no, is good for you. Some of us, for instance, Michael Jordan, he wouldn't never became the greatest basketball player, the label that he has, if he wasn't told no. He was cut from the basketball team. His goal was to play baseball, but he wasn't good at baseball, but he played basketball and found out he was very good at basketball. Some of your athletes that play quarterback and running back, they didn't want to play those positions. Some wanted to play wide receiver. Some wanted to play safety, a tight end, a defensive end. But the coach saw that they were better in this position, and they became superstars and went on to become great. Some didn't want to become singers. Some didn't want to become actors. They just wanted to be in the play. In some kind of way, they end up being the star of the play and went on to make great movies. Sometimes you have to move out the way of you can hold yourself back by thinking too low. You can be too humble, where you're always allowing others to be in front of you and you don't even see the gift that God has for you. One thing about your gift is God gifted all of us not for ourselves. God didn't gift me so I can keep it to myself. The world even showed you that. Let the world be fat and somebody lose weight and they get in shape and their body in good shape. They're going to show it to the world. But when they were kind of on the healthy side and out of shape, they wore bigger clothes to cover it up. But as soon as they lost the weight, then all of a sudden now they want the world to see what they have available. And sometimes the Christians, the saints, we're getting to that place where we just don't want nobody to see the gift that God has within us. And we have to think past and move forward. Now, this is not going to be a hopping, jumping message, but it's going to give you something to think about. You need your pen and pad today, because I need you to understand you need to move forward. As my wife and I was celebrating yesterday, going out and hanging out in the streets yesterday, going from place to place, just driving, enjoying life. I'm a very observant person. I'm a pastor, so I deal with people. I went to college. I majored in psychology, so it's about dealing with folks. I'm a speaker, so I speak in front of folks. So my life is built around and centered around dealing with people. So I'm very observant of people wherever I go. And it just amazed me to see people who think they got it together. They think they on top. They think they doing well. And to observe folks, not judging folks, but observing that they're not where they should be or could be. Even in the church, my goal and others who are up under me, our goal is to teach you how to be better than what you currently are. God has greatness for you, but many times we take the word greatness and accumulate it to money. Everything is about money, but you're more than money. Matter of fact, you're more than human. You're supernatural. God just don't want you to limit yourself to just being married, just having children, just going to work, just having babies, just thinking about money. You're more than that. But sometimes we're so consumed. The world has consumed us that we worry about our children. That consumes us. We're worrying about money, how we're going to pay our bills. That consumes us. Our health goes down, go up. That consumes us. When I say consume, I mean occupy our mind. we find ourselves being so occupied with worldly things that when you hear a message like today, cast your cares unto the Lord, for he careth for you. When you hear something like that, you're like, well, okay. And then you hear another message, something like, you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you. Yeah, I hear you, Reb. No, you're never alone. God said, I'm with you no matter what. I'm thinking great thoughts about you. I have a plan for your life. You hear stuff like that, but because the world, your flesh, and the devil keep beating you with troubles and problems and worries, you'll find yourself more consumed with the thoughts of the world. That's why the Revelation writer in Romans tell us in Romans 12, he said, let this mind be in you, which is also in Christ Jesus. But then he says, change the way you think. You know, don't be transformed by the renewing of the mind. So your biggest enemy is the playing ground of your brain. Your mind is always thinking. Do you know you're greater than a computer? Your mind is stronger than a computer, and you can be asleep and consumed. You can be worrying and don't even know you're worrying. And so the Bible, God wants us to be Christians, to be forward thinkers. Don't just think right here, but think down there. Look past where you're currently at. Don't look at your condition. I talked about a young man who got shot when he was a teenager, a handsome young man. And now he's like in his late 30s or 40s, early 40s, and he's paralyzed. He can't walk, and his hands are messed up. He used to can draw, and he went to school, and his professor told him, he said, okay, I know you can't draw anymore, but you can use your mouth. And he started thinking, and I listened to the interview. He said, that's crazy. I don't know nobody that can draw with their mouth. That's a forward thinker. You don't know anybody, but maybe God want to use you. See, we're so busy being consumed about where we are. Do you know that you could be past and further than where you currently are right now? You are, matter of fact, you are where you are right now because of the way you've been thinking. Let me come over here. I ain't go over too well. You are where you are today because of the way you're thinking. You want, okay. Me and my wife, we've been married 33 years. I'm not knocking. I ain't killing nobody. Me and my wife have been married 33 years. She's 62 years old yesterday. I turned 58. We don't look like some people look. You want to know why we don't look our age? Because we don't want to. Thought I just dropped that out there. We don't want to look old. We don't want to feel old. We hear, oh, you getting old. Shut up. The God that we serve can give Abraham a baby at 100. I don't want no more babies. I don't even want a puppy. I'm good. I don't want no more children. What I'm saying is, I don't want to feel old. I don't want to look old. I need to drink more water, forward thinker. I need to get proper sleep, forward thinker. I need to cut the TV off and quit trying to look at TV every time something come on, the young and the restless, as the world turns. I don't need to be looking at other people's issues, drama, women of Atlanta, midgets of Miami. I don't need... If you ain't careful, you'll get consumed with other people's issues. You'll be trying to dress like Michael Jackson. You'll be trying to dress like Madonna. You'll be trying to wear stuff that you shouldn't be wearing because of other people's thought process. When you're going to think for yourself? You want to know why your favorite TV show is number one? Because it's shaping your thought process. When you going to tell the TV no and go get you a book? We're not talking about a love book. We ain't talking about a love book of somebody else in love with each other and Robert dropped Jessica to go with Lewis to start dating the same sex. We ain't talking about them kind of books. We're talking about a math book. a history book, a science book, an engineer book. Why you got to be limited because of your environment? You got to push yourself past yourself. If you don't keep growing and being around people who are forward thinkers, you're going to be stagnant, you're going to be sick, you're going to be broke. Why don't you have your own? I ain't talking about house, I'm talking about your own thoughts. Why is everybody else's money is their money, but it ain't your money? Why is everybody else's thoughts is their thoughts, but it ain't your thoughts? You know what God told us about being a forward thinker? He said, let me tell you something. Your best thinker is God. Your best forward thinker is the Lord. He said this in his word. My ways are higher than your ways. And then he give you something to look at, just in case you don't understand what he's talking about. He say, as high as the heavens are from the earth, that's how high my ways are from your ways. So when you look up and look at the first heaven, which is the sky, you can look up there and see the sky, and it's way up there. Guess what the Bible say? That's high. It's higher than the earth. God say his ways are higher than your ways. So God is always thinking forward. He's not even thinking about yesterday. He ain't even thinking about right now. He's thinking about down the road. But we the one get stuck in bad debt. We the one get stuck in bad relationships. We the one get stuck in bad health and don't know how to move forward because of our environment. Can I bless you? I don't care where you live, you still can move forward. Now, the first place that's got to be moved is not from one neighborhood to another. That ain't going to change you. The first thing that's got to be moved is the way you think. Let this mind be in you. See, this kind of teaching will make you feel good for 1 hour. And then you got to go out there and face the devil the other 23 hours. And everything I teach you in here, as soon as you get a bill in the morning, you're going to forget about moving forward. One thing about God, that what he like to do, he don't like to tell you, go ahead and get rich, and now let me tell you how to move forward. God always worked different than the world worked. The world tell you, give yourself 10%. Whenever you get paid, pay yourself 10%. You need to invest in yourself. That's what the world say. Don't it sound good? God says something totally different. He say, bring the tithes into the storehouse that may be meat in my house. So God tell us, bring 10% to him first. Man say, bring 10% to him first, to yourself. God say, I need to show you something. If I can change the way you think, because your thought process is all tangled up, you got to see it before you believe it. You got to touch it before you believe it. You got to smell it before you believe it. God said, no, I need to give you a word first to tell you, you already successful with your broke self. You're already healed with your sick self. God saying you already got somebody with your lonely self. So everything God says don't make sense to the natural man. So that's why you come to church, so you can get out of you and get in God. Because God ain't gonna never make sense. You know what the Bible says? What I'm doing right now is stupid. And guess what else? What you're doing to hear me is stupid. The Bible says the preaching of the cross is foolish to them that's perishing. But you came to church because you know going to church is going to make you stronger and get you involved with Jesus. So guess what? You're going higher already. God tell us in his word, he say, press toward the mark of the high calling. He tell us, get out of you, quit trying to be stuck. You are in traffic. You know what I love about forward thinkers? It's just like being in traffic. You know where you're going, but you just got to be stop and go. You in stop and go traffic. Stop and go traffic don't stop you from going. Let me tell you something. You're already home while you're in traffic. You missed that. Your thinking process, when you get off work, you got to go 20 miles to get home, right? When you get in your car, the first thing you think about is what? Going home. I got to get home. But I'm in some problem. It's called traffic. But just because I'm in traffic don't mean I ain't already home. My mind is home, even though my body is not there. But my body going to catch up the way my mind. That's why you got to change the way you think so you can take your mind where it should be and your body going to catch up. Press toward the mark of the high calling. Press. You got to, Philippians, give me Philippians since they're looking at me funny. What I call?
3, verse 13.
Give me Philippians 3, verse 13. What does it say?
Brothers and sisters.
Read, turn her up. I ain't. The choir going to get up here and sing, and I'm going to be dead. What does it say?
Brothers and sisters.
Now, look what the scripture say. Now, this scripture is not talking to first-time visitors to Jesus Christ. You missed that. This scripture ain't talking to first-time visitors to Jesus Christ. He's talking about people who attend Jesus. We're talking about people who are already in Jesus. Now, we ain't talking about the church now. We ain't talking about first-time visitors to the church. We're talking about first-time people who are visiting Jesus Christ for the very first time, who ain't saved yet, who ain't born again yet, who ain't there yet. So God ain't talking to you yet. Some things God said I got to talk to the in-house. So this scripture is talking to those who are already saved. What does it say, Rita?
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters. That means Christians.
I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it.
Look what Paul says. I don't consider myself as though I have arrived.
But one thing I do.
But one thing I do try to do.
Forgetting what is behind.
I don't let the past hold me back. Because my mama wasn't in my life, or my daddy wasn't in my life, or somebody I love died, or my husband left me, or my wife left me, I don't live there. My future is not in my past. See, many of us can't go forward because you look like your past mama. Your mama was a broker. Your daddy was a broker. I ain't talking about they sold stocks and bonds. I'm talking about they were broke in their pocket and in their mind. Everybody in your family was a broker. Nobody looked like they want to be successful. Everybody want to drink and party and have a good time. Drop it like a hot. Nobody want to save money in your house. And now that spirit is on you. It looks like you can't keep no money. And the reason why is because you're a backwards thinker. You can save money if you stop eating everything. All those, not potato chips, tater chips. All those tater. Open your pantry and look in your pantry. You count Frito-Lays, Frito chips, Doritos, Mama Dip, Tip Mama. Everybody Mama chips in there. Everybody getting rich off you, but you broke. The light bill ain't got to be high if you just cut the lights off. I got to be warm. I ain't going to be cold in my house. That's why your bill high. You won't put no clothes on. No, I ain't shushing nothing. You need to go put some clothes on and turn that air down to 68 and go on by your business. But the heat ain't going to come on. Well, make your own heat. Get married. Breathe.
Brothers and sisters,
yes.
I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it.
Look what Paul says. Paul says, what I'm thinking about, I don't have it. What I'm thinking about, I don't have it yet. I don't pretend I got it. But watch what he says next.
But one thing I do.
What's that?
Forgetting what is behind.
But even though I don't have my goal yet, I'm not going to let my past keep me back. I don't have what I really want yet, but I'm thinking about getting it. So I ain't going to let my past tell me I can't get it. I don't have the education, but that don't stop me from thinking. Read.
Forgetting what is behind.
Yes.
And straining toward what is ahead.
Look what it says. And pressing, straining, I'm pushing ahead. I'm not going to let my current situation dictate my future. Just because it ain't working don't mean it ain't working. If I'm a business owner and my product ain't selling like I want, that don't mean it ain't successful. Just because it ain't successful as far as my pocketbook, that don't mean I'm a bankrupt person in my head. That means I need to sit down, pray a little bit more, ask God for direction on what I need to do, and jump out there because I'm a forward thinker. I ain't just sitting back letting people tell me I can't do it. If I'd have listened to the people 20 years ago tell me, you stupid, you crazy to go start a church, you wouldn't be here today. If I'd have listened to the people 33 years ago tell me, you stupid to marry somebody who already got a child, I wouldn't be happy today. Quit listening to stupid people who ain't going. And they might be in your roof. They may be blood family. They ain't got nothing. You ain't going to have nothing. They don't want you to have nothing. Push yourself past yourself. You got greatness in you. Come on and say it. I got greatness in me. Some of y'all just copied off my paper. You ain't really mean that. But the writer says what, Rita?
Forgetting what is behind.
So look what the writer says. Come on, pay attention to your future. This is your future I'm talking right now. I got your future in my mouth. I got your joy in my mouth. I got your peace in my mouth. You better hear me today. Don't you let nothing distract you tonight. The day you need, if you're sitting by somebody that look like they're distracted, you tell them, say, I'm sorry, but my future is in that man's mouth. I got to get up and move. I'm not going to let nothing stop me right now because I got healing from that man right there in his mouth. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. I didn't come here to preach to Eric today. I came to preach to you. You got something in you, and you preachers and you singers, you better say amen. Thank you very much. Read it again.
Forgetting what is behind.
Yes.
And straining toward what is ahead.
Look at this. Watch this. He's talking to believers. But the tragedy is when I, who is a mature Christian, talk to another Christian, I see sometimes immaturity. What a tragedy to be in church all these years and you ain't got nothing. All you did was attend church, but you didn't get into church. I'm not talking about the building. I'm talking about the word. Why is it that you can't live holy when you leave church? What does it say, Rita?
I press on toward the goal.
Paul said, I press toward the goal.
To win the prize.
Because up ahead, there's a prize up ahead. I'm not going to keep allowing what's going on today to stop my future. I need to change the way I think. My thinking process is all messed up. I hear God telling me to look forward, but what do I look forward to, God? God said, look forward to faith. What you mean, God? I want to see my prosperity. I want to see my healing. I want to touch my companion. God said, no, I need you to touch the faith part first. I need you to touch the word first. Quit trying to get hold to something you can tangibly touch, tangibly eat, and don't get hold to the word. The word is what produces everything you see. Can I bless you? The chair you're sitting in, you ain't thinking about holding you up. You want to know how that chair got to exist? That chair became in existence because of somebody's thoughts. That chair exists because of somebody's thoughts. You want to know how these lights came on? These lights came on because of somebody's thoughts. You want to know how this carpet came into existence? Because of somebody's thoughts. Now, what's being existed through your thought process? Why are you so negative through your thought process? Why are you so doubting? But Pastor, that's not good English. So doubting in your thought process. You need to change the way you think because you got stinking thinking. You don't even believe in yourself. You don't even think you can do it because you're too black, you're too white, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too man, you're too female, and the world is already screwed up, and we letting the world come into the church. I'm sorry, you ain't got to let me do the Grammys, and I'm still going to talk about homosexuality. I ain't changing my preaching because of some national holiday or because some people's thought process. They think evil. The Bible speaks against homosexuality. The Bible speaks against lesbianism. The Bible speaks against adultery. The Bible speaks against covetousness. I'm sticking with the Bible. Get mad. I don't care. We protesting. How you going to protest against a God who ain't gay? How you going to protest against a God who ain't a homosexual or a lesbian? How you going to protest against a God who ain't got another God sleeping with him? God ain't committing adultery. God ain't committing fornication. God ain't lying. God ain't stealing. God ain't cheating. That's you. Get mad. I don't care. Because I'm bothering your belief. I'm trying to get you to change the way you think. You got greatness in you. And you letting the devil make you confused. You don't even know who you want to love. You don't know to love the same sex or the opposite sex. Now I go both ways. Both ways going to hell too. Oh no, Rev, you up there judging. Oh, well, I am. Well, let's see here. I'm a man. And I ain't blind to pretty women. I know a pretty woman when I see a pretty woman. I know a nice looking woman. I know a shapely woman when I see one. And the Bible say, the eyes of Eric L. Ellis. Since you want to say I'm throwing off, let me talk about me then. The eyes of Eric Ellis, Lamar, that's what you call me in my prayer, and you didn't, Adrian? Eric Lamar Ellis Jones Sr., The eyes of Eric ain't never satisfied. Come here, baby. Come here with your pretty fine thing. I say, yeah, come on, girl. Come on, baby. This girl's 62 years old, and we've been married 33 years old. I ain't blind and you ain't either. That's a hot thing right there. That girl hot to me. She don't know the thoughts I be having some nights about her. She be over there sleeping good, snoring. I be like, Lord, should I wake her? No, God, Jesus, help me. Woo, woo, Lord Jesus. I'm fantasizing about my woman. But every now and then, something will come across the screen. Something will walk across the street. Wow! Something will drive by and wink at me. I said, oh, Lord. And every now and then, I find myself, since you want to talk about homosexuals, I'm going to talk about Eric. I find Eric every now and then gazing and lusting for something else when I got something great at the house. That's all right. Every now and then, I have a moment where I say, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ah. No, no, no. Ooh, ah. Oh, help me, Jesus. So I know how to talk to God about my sinful nature. Do you know how to talk to God about yours? Why is it that I'm wrong for cheating on my wife, but you ain't wrong for cheating on Jesus? God made them male and female. You got to bind that spirit. God didn't cause you to have another husband on the side, another wife on the side. Quit trying to make somebody your best friend. Your best friend is in the bed with you. Tell God, say, Father, help me to move forward. Help me to think forward. Quit thinking outside somebody else better than my spouse. Amen. That's a devil. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't reached 33 years being stupid. I done had some moments where I said, oh, Lord, I can't talk to my wife. Let me talk to this person over here. They such a good friend. Good friend started lusting too. Then here go the conversation change. You know, if I'd have married you, I'd be so happy. Come on, don't get quiet now. Because you can't get mad with me when I throw off on you. I'm throwing off on me too. And I ain't through living. I look in the mirror and I tell myself sometimes I'm hot. Oh, that's all right. My wife, she got a convertible car, and I got the big boy. He ain't got no convertible. But when she go out of town, I get the convertible. Let the top back. Put my shades on. She out of town. So who you doing all that for? Come over here. A non-forward thinker think they cool. A forward thinker stay faithful. Because you're going to mess around and entice the wrong demon. I know what I'm talking about. I jumped out there. I done jumped out there. I saw a car full of women, and I looked over at them girls. My car clean. I was leaning. I was looking over there, and they looking at me. Hit the button. Toot, toot. Hey, what's up? They said, where you going? Then it hit me. Oh, Lord. Because they want to know for real where I'm going. And I ain't going nowhere but home to her. You can't come to that house. And I got a remote control that let the window down. I was trying to find I got too cool too quick. I should have stayed cool around her. Come on, ladies. Some of that dressing up you ain't doing for your husband. I got quiet now. You ain't moving forward. Dress up for your man. Why he got to look at Aunt your man at home? Put on your tight dress at home. I don't got quiet. Put on your tights at home. You want to wear that mess around all them other men, but don't want to wear it around your boo. Put your fake wig on at home. Put your makeup on at home and stay home. I'm trying to help your marriage because your boo looking. He comparing what he's seeing in the streets. Aunt your mama, Holly Berry, Aunt your mama, Holly Berry, Holly, come on to my house, Holly. Because, man, your mama, I'm tired of her. Rollers in your hair, no makeup on. I'm sorry, I'm throwing off? Good. Because I'm trying to help your house. And I'm going to stick with the Bible. And say, leave your mama. Your mama shouldn't be your best friend in your marriage either. Where you going this Saturday? I'm going to my mama's house. Where you going? I'm going to my mama's house. Why your mama your best friend? I thought you married me. You need to get permission. I did say that. I did say that. You don't like that word permission. You don't like permission. You don't tell me what to do. No, it's called submission to permission. You need to talk to one another before you do what you're going to do. I told y'all at 9 o'clock my wife does taxes. And so sometimes she has to deal with some people that's not as knowledgeable as taxes as she are. And so they want more money. And she'll tell them, you're only getting $100 back. And I thought, sure, I was getting $5,000 back. How you thought that? You ain't got no house? That's not a write-off. You ain't got no car? You catching the bus? That's not a write-off. You ain't got no children? That's not a write-off. So how you thought you were going to get $5,000 back and you only paid $2,000 in taxes? Let me come over here. You cheated Uncle Sam, and now you want Uncle Sam to give you back more than you put in. And so my wife every now and then have to correct people and check them. And so yesterday I told my wife, I said, look at baby, I said, the day your birthday, I said, now, there's no plans today. Brothers, listen to me. I told my wife, there's no plans today, right? No taxes, right? She said, no. I said, today belong to me. I said, whatever I want to do with you, that's what we're going to do today. You got that? She said, yeah, okay, no problem, baby. Yes, sugar, honey, baby, yes. Okay, I hear you. Because I know you. You like to be in charge and run things when you have to. You ain't running this. She said, okay, well, where we going? I said, none of your business. I told you I got this. Well, what car we riding in? Whatever car I pick. Come on, get in the car. Well, how long we going to be? No. Quit asking all these questions. This is my day. I got this day planned for you. First thing I did was take out the breakfast early Saturday morning. Sat down and ate nice breakfast. Yes, that breakfast was $40. Could have went to IHOP and got it for $3. But since I'm a forward thinker, I was already prepared for 50. This is her day. Pick what you want. She starts picking stuff she wants, and the man said, that's not on the menu. She said, but that's what you want. That's what you get. That's my man. She got everything she wanted, and she was enjoying herself. I said, now, we got to go somewhere else. She said, where are we going? I said, this is my day. You asking me about my day? Took her to the spa. Got her toes done. Got her nails done. Got her a massage. And then I picked up 2.5 hours later, and she was screaming, oh, what a great time. Oh, I feel good. Oh, I thank you, Jesus. And I was just sitting there just soaking it all up because this is what I was waiting for. And then I took her downtown and got something to eat. Get what you want, girl. Then we got through eating, went back home, and I said, all right, the day ain't over with. Then took her to the movies, had a good time, ate some more dinner. And then we got home, she said, I had a good time. I was a forward thinker. I ain't do all this so I can get this. I'd have invested hundreds of dollars. And the movie we saw had a lot of that stuff in it. So that built it up even more. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Yeah. I started praying, Father, touch her and wake her up. Put excitement in her, Jesus. She turned over. I said, yes, Lord. She said, oh. I said, oh, well, let me go to sleep then. Get up, because I'm a forward thinker. Just because it didn't work out today. Just because things didn't work out today, I'm a forward thinker. And I told God what his word said. You said, the bed is undefiled. See, y'all don't know how to, oh, come on. Somebody mad now. I thought he was going to stick with the Bible. I just said the Bible said. I'm talking to married folks. Married folks need to hear this. We got men that don't know how to plan nothing. Every time the wife asks them, what you want to do? What you want to do? The wife say, where you want to go? Where you want to go? That woman ain't excited about that mess you saying out your mouth. Plan something, homeboy. Plan a movie date. Matter of fact, I don't know if you got taxes to do, but you got to cancel because we got a movie date at 4:30. You need to plan something, brother. Always she got to plan everything. That's why she ain't happy. You just think you just putting it down. You ain't putting nothing down. She used to that car. Read.
Brothers and sisters,
yeah.
I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it.
I'm trying to help marriages right now. You won't be cheating on your wife and cheating on your husband. I told you about the 30-day kissing challenge. If you kiss each other every day, I guarantee you won't be up there lusting. Every time my wife, ever since she's been kissing me, and now when we missed a day, I say, oh, she missed a day. Wait a minute, I missed a day too. I said, that's all right, we'll make up for tomorrow. She's asleep right now. That's cool. I'm looking forward to the kiss now. And then, and then when she give me a good, sloppy, juicy kiss, I said, And I turn my head, look at TV, and say, woo. Now I can't think about them chicken heads out there. Women, you better touch your man by the hand every now and then. While he driving his car, reach over there and just hold his hand. Rub between his fingers real gently. Don't try to massage him. Just rub gently. Come on, Reed. They're looking at me crazy.
Brothers and sisters,
what?
I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it.
I'm not acting like I already obtained. I don't know everything. But I'm trying to give you what caused my marriage to survive. My wife, she ain't never had no big old diamond rings. She ain't never had that stuff. Her ring broke after about 25 years of marriage, and she never told me. I bought it from the pawn store for $99. She wore that ring for 25 years and never told me. It cracked down the middle. She put tape down the back of it and never told me, never complained. All her friends getting diamond rings and carrots, and she never complained because she was in love with the man, not the ring. And then when I finally got some money, guess where I went and got her ring at, y'all? Sam's. I took my wife to Sam's. I said, here, what you like up in here? She said, ooh, I like that. I said, got it. I doubled back. Give me that ring right there at Sam's. It was $3,000 cheaper, and she still got it today. Forward thinker. So you got to quit trying to be Jar Jar Gabor today. You spending money, excuse me, Adrian, I ain't killing your business, but you spending money to get your hair done. And the money you're spending on to get your hair done, you don't even have enough to back up in the bank. Why you spending 5 hours with Adrian and getting your hair done for $150 and you ain't got number $10 left in the bank? Don't make no sense. Why don't you just go natural for a while and put your money up? Because you ain't got no money to go get your hair done. Adrian's business is going to be all right. It's still going to prosper. You don't need to be poor in the meantime. Let's go home. What did it say, Rita?
Brothers and sisters,
yes.
I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it.
Somebody's still mad about the homosexual stuff. I just talked about me. You still mad? I got Roman eyes. You still mad? One girl, we was at the restaurant yesterday. A girl walked by with some wet pants on, leather pants. They call them wet pants. She walked by with some wet pants, and I said, and I only got a glimpse, and I want to see more. I said, great day. This was yesterday. You don't mind if I tell my business? My wife said, right there, don't judge me. I said, great day. I want to see more. So I hit my wife. I said, baby, you got to get you some leather pants like that right there. I asked my baby, she's sitting right there. My wife looked at, She ain't been married 33 years and didn't know what the deal was. Now, you just want to get a good look. Go on, look. That's why I have to be careful when I go out in them streets, because I know what my weaknesses are. You need to know your weaknesses will interfere with your future. That's why I ain't trying to have no counseling moment by myself with girls in my office. I ain't trying to do all that. Because something may start talking about, read, Rita.
Brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it.
You need to know what your weaknesses are and quit giving in to them. What are you weak in? What area are you weak in? Is that phone call your weakness? Is that person you're weak who's already married? He's already taken. Why you keep talking to him? Well, he can understand me. No, he don't understand you. He's a devil. Did you just call my friend a devil? Do you and your friend talk about Jesus? Well, we talk about church. No, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who spent his blood and saved us for all our sins eternity so we can go to glory. Do you and your friend talk about going to glory? Or you talk about only what's going on in your life? Then he or she is a devil. Boy, I'm preaching up in here. I'm so quiet. I'm so glad y'all quiet, because y'all making me happy right now. Read, Rita.
But one thing I
I'm
do.
dance by myself. Read, Rita.
But one thing I do.
What's that?
Forgetting what is behind.
So the writer says, forget your past and think forward. The 4 lepers, they was in a place where they were dead. The 4 lepers said to each other, hey, man, we're in a dead situation. What should we do? One leper said, we can't go back home. They won't let us in. And if we stay here, we're going to die. The other leper said, well, I tell you what, if we go forward, we might die. We know we can't go back. And we know we can't stay here. But maybe. Why don't you step out on a maybe? You will never know what you can accomplish if you just step out. I ain't got enough money, but you got enough faith. Our friend Kenneth, who has his own studio, he got rid of his business in a building and put it in his house. He said, why spend $1,500 a month for a studio building when I can make my house a studio? Now all the R&B, all the gospel artists, Fred Hammond and all of them, they go to his house in Florida to get their studio stuff. And everybody he produced is a top 20. Everybody he produces is a top 20. All the churches keep calling him for advice. He came up with a plan. He said, now, I'm giving out all this advice for free for years. Why don't I do something called residual plan? Forward thinkers. I ain't got to charge you every time you call. How about I just charge you $25 anytime you call? Charge you $25 a month to get my service. And you can call me anytime you want, and I'll be glad to help you with your sound system. So guess what? He's making money, thousands of dollars, and people jumping on board for $25 when you could be charging $200 or $300 a month. He only charging $25. So now guess what's getting ready to happen? All the churches going to jump off the $200 board and jump on a $25 board. Charge less, get more. Why try to get rich off of one person? You're not thinking. You're not a forward thinker. Why you don't know how to start your own business? Why you keep supporting everybody? You know how I started making bracelets? I started making bracelets by looking at somebody else. The brother made bracelets. I looked at him. I said, man, I like these bracelets. I just like bracelets. Now I'm into bracelets. And so I said, you know what? Let me just try it. I started tinkering with bracelets, and I sat there for an hour and made 20. I made 20 bracelets within an hour. And guess what I did the week later? Don't know how to make bracelets that good. That was a month and a half ago. Don't know how to make them that good. Guess what I did? I started selling them. Then I started giving some away and selling them. I'm looking online. I see the bracelets cost $50, $100. I'm giving them away for 10. Some of them pop. I said, oh, no, bring it back. I fix it. I don't care about the pop. I'm a forward thinker. Somebody else did it. It gave me an idea. It also gave me relaxation. Now I'm doing it. Listen, some people say, are they prayer beads? If that's what you want to call them. I prayed over them. But you can best believe these bees don't save you. You don't need no beads. You don't need no prayer beads. You need a prayer partner and a prayer Bible. You can start reading that Bible. You get that Bible in you because you're going to mess around and make these bees of God. These bees are not of Jesus. I don't care who made them. One brother had on a cross the other day. I met a brother. He had on a cross, and he was kind of dapping, showing his muscles. I said, yo, bro, you into the cross? That's right. I'm into the cross. I said to myself, no, you're not. I said, bro, it was 3 of them up there. Which one you represent? Guess what this stupid man said? All of them. Stupid. You can't represent all of them on the cross because there's only one true one up there. If you're not a forward thinker, you're taught stupid. You know what the 4 boys said? Why stay here and die? Let's move forward. And guess what happened? They sick, they broke, they lonely, and they moved forward into a camp that's filled with millions. And when they got there, they said, something wrong. How come the people are not here? So they went in one of the camps and got a couple of steak dinners and snuck back out and stashed it. Went back to the camp and they said, I believe they're trying to hide and get us. The other man said, well, let's go in the camp and get some of their money. God scared the people away and made the camp free for the children of God. Now, this is what a forward thinker does. Remember, the 4 lepers couldn't go home because they're sick. You listening?
Yes.
But when they went into the rich camp and got money and got food, they said something to themselves. This ain't wise for us to enjoy this just for ourselves. A forward thinker don't think about themselves. You always think about other people. God didn't put you on this earth for you to just enjoy yourself. The reason why you're frustrated is because you're not walking in your purpose. Well, I'm an introvert. Get out the introvert. I don't like to deal with people. You're wrong. You know what's crazy to me? When people talk about, I don't like water. What's wrong with you? What you mean you don't like water? When there's more water on the earth than land. Your body is made up of more water than flesh. Do you not know that God created water for you to drink? You don't need Kool-Aid and you don't need a Coke every morning. You need water. Do you know water can get rid of a heart attack? Do you know drinking more water can get rid of a stroke? Do you know drinking more water can help diabetes go down? If you just listen to somebody instead of your tongue, you can move forward. All those tater chips and Girl Scout cookies in your house ain't worth you losing your life. Every time you drink a soda, you're killing a healthy cell. Every time you smoke a cigarette, you're killing a healthy cell. But you want to satisfy your tongue and don't know you're killing yourself. You don't take your vitamins. You don't go and move forward to learn about your body. You don't go to a doctor and let the doctor tell you about your body. Listen to me carefully. You don't never supposed to go to the doctor and let the doctor tell you about your body. You're supposed to know your body. He ain't just your doctor. He can mess around and misdiagnose you because his mind on somebody else. He got a sickness and he ain't told you about. So you need to learn your body, research your body, find out why you're blurry in the mind, in the eyes, find out why you're having a leg problem, find out why your chest is hurting you. You just need to eat right. I'm trying to tell you why I don't look 58. Trying to tell you why my wife don't look 62. She eat a lot more stuff that I don't eat. She eat a lot of peanut butter, protein. She take her vitamins. She drink lots of water. She makes sure she go to sleep. She already told God, whatever worried her, get rid of it. I ain't trying to go to bed worrying. She makes sure listen, brothers, you can get rid of wrinkles if you put some lotion on your face. For years, I watched my wife get some soap and water, Dial soap, and scrub her face. Dial. Why not Ivory? Your face don't look like hers. Hers is dial. Yours is ivory. Now, which one look better? Come over here. For years, she get dial soap and scrub her pores, scrub her face. I'm over there just wash my face, and I look at her. I'm gone. She's still in the bathroom scrubbing. Then she pat it dry. Then she go to sleep and let it air dry. Then she wake up in the morning and make sure she put the right amount of makeup and lotion on her face. I said, that thing kind of working for her. And I'm looking over there seeing cracks coming all over here. Cracks coming all up there. I said, no, sir. Take my bath, lotion. So I know I'm elementary today. Take my bath, take me a lotion. I scrub my face with dial soap. I feel better now. My face breathes better. I'm trying to help you to be a forward thinker. God don't need sick folks. I'm tired of people coming to church and need a healing when all you got to do is do the right thing at home. We need to have healthy classes. We got Kevin. Kevin, come here. Kevin. I'm going to use Kevin for a minute. Kevin, stand up here. Can I ask you a set of questions? You ever sold dope?
Yes.
You been to prison?
Yes.
How long you been to prison?
10 and a half years.
You did 10 and a half years in prison. Okay? Kevin gets out of prison. Check this out. Kevin gets out of prison. My wife hired him. He ain't know nothing about computers. My wife hired him, helped him get on his feet, taught him how to do computers. Kevin came to work like it was a Fortune 500 every day. Kevin came to work every day with a tie on, nice slacks and nice shirt every day. And my wife only had 2 or 3 people working up in there, but Kevin came dressed up every day. Then Kevin got hired on at another company. When my wife's company closed down, he got hired somewhere else and became one of the managers at that company. Ex-felon, became a manager. Wait a minute. Now he married to almost a pre-med doctor. Ex-felon, thinking forward. Got a pretty little baby, forward thinker. And he's a trainer. Help people lose weight, forward thinking. The company he was at with training, they kicked him out the gym. He called me. I'm a forward thinker too. I said, come on over here to the church. Train people in the overflow room. We ain't using it. Now he training people over in the overflow room. And I hear him up there, hut, come on, tupper, hutcha, hutcha. Hey, hut, 2, 3, 4, come on. You can do it. Give me 10 squats. Yeah, come on. And I be in the back. Go ahead, Kevin. And I'm seeing the sisters and the brothers, they running, trotting, and they sweating, and they getting down, all because of him. But wait a minute. He's helping other people lose weight, feel better about themselves. He got a brand new wife, a brand new baby, and he's a trainer, and he's a manager on the job, and he used to be an ex-felon. I call him forward thinker. I ain't letting my past dictate my future. Thank you, brother. Wait a minute. I ain't through, Kevin. I got one more I forgot. Come here, Kevin. And not only that, he's the choir director of this here choir that's up here singing. Thank you, Kevin. See what forward thinking would do for you? Kevin never thought he'd be a choir director. And he's an elder in the church, one of the senior ministers in the church. Look where God will take you if you give him something to work with. I be looking at Kevin. I go back there in the kitchen sometime to get me some water or whatever. And Kevin working on women now. I said, great day, Kevin. Better man than me. I ain't called to be a trainer. Thank you, mother. Thank you. Come on here. I know my calling. I can't be telling you to all that squatting, get down, squat, put them back up, lift your leg, do it again, do it. I said, that ain't my calling. I'm going to stay in my future. This is my calling, is to encourage folks. Do you know your calling? What you called to do? God didn't call you to just be standing still. Quit letting your future stand still. Move forward. I got so much I want to say, but I can't say it all. But I want you to move forward. You got to do better with you. You got to think different. You got to think better. You got to want better. I ain't nothing but a coach. Them 4 lepers said, we ain't got to stay here and die. Let's move forward. And guess what Jesus said? I ain't going to stay in heaven. Let me move forward. And he went down to earth, saved us, and went back to heaven. See, forward thinking. If you think forward, guess what? You will never be stagnant. Just because you get no told to you, it's okay. Why don't you apply for jobs you don't think you can get? I love what Stephen did. Come here, Stephen. Bring Johnny Jr. Stephen, he watched his baby all week. All week. Stephen came up here to do his machine, and Stephen had his baby with him, and he had to go meet a client so he can get his business growing. He got his vending machine. He got a great vending machine business. Steph came up here. He told me, he said, Pastor, I got to go meet a client. I said, what? I said, who watching the baby? He said, I don't know. I'm trying to find somebody. Man, bring the baby up into the church. We'll watch the baby. And then when he brought the baby out, I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe I was talking a little too fast there. I was looking for Coranda. Coranda gone. Now it's just me and the baby. And so Steph dressed up, put on his tie, his nice shirt, went and met the client, big time people. And the people hired him right there on the spot. They want his machine. And Steph came back, Pastor, I got the job. I got the business. I got the business. I said, Steph, you're on your way, baby. You're going to get ready to prosper. Forward thinker. Watch this. He didn't let babysitting his own child interfere with his future. Sometimes God will put and allow obstacles in front of you so you can get past them. Quit allowing your color, your neighborhood, your money, your shape, your whatever, stop you from moving forward. But listen to me personally. Listen to me personally. Quit making business and money your priority. Amen. God has to be number one. And when you make God number one and chase after God, he will open up doors. He will open up. Listen to me carefully. I'm almost 60 years old, and I'm in the arts and crafts. I'm all in arts and crafts stores now. I'm all on YouTube looking at arts and crafts. I almost flunked art and craft in high school. I don't even like art and craft, but now I want to go to arts and craft shows. I'm downtown looking at arts and craft buildings. I'm all into it now because God done put something in me. Why don't you let God put something in you that you don't want to do? Let me say it again. Let God put something in you that you don't want to do. The very thing you want to run from is the very thing God trying to elevate you in. Watch this now, watch this. Could it be, let's say if you was in a daycare. Let's say if you're in a daycare. Could it be that your daycare that you work at, you don't like it, but yet that's what God wants you to own? I got a dear friend in Florida. She just retired. She had 150 kids, and she's 55 years old, and she just retired from her business of daycare. And she sold the daycare for $10,000. She's making almost $1 million a year and gave the daycare away for $10,000. She said, I just want to get rid of it. I said, could you not call me earlier? I'd have stole $10,000. We'd have sold one of y'all children we'd have got $10,000. And we'd have bought them back later, but we got to get that $10,000 right now. $1 million a year, we getting that money. But what I'm saying is, okay, like right now, I don't know all of the will of God. All right, we're looking at some land down the street. Pray with me. I'm looking at some land down the street. One land is 15 acres. The other one's 35 acres. I gave a proposal for the 35 acres. The realtor told me, oh, I'm sorry. That's almost impossible what you're trying to do right there. I said, I hear what you're saying. But I never know what God wants me to do if I don't get out there and try. Now, you got to understand something. Please listen to me carefully now. Follow me as I follow Jesus. I ain't got no worries. If God wants us to stay, let that be his will. But I won't know what he wants if I don't move. Everything don't require for you. Sometimes God wants to see you try to move so he can let you know, stay right there. I just want to see if you're going to try to move. I got 35 acres I'm looking at around the corner. We don't qualify, but it ain't going to hurt me to try. I told the man, look here, bro. Look here. That land, you want $900,000 for it, right? He said, yeah. I said, tell the owner, sell me $400,000. Sell me $400,000 worth of land and hold on to the other land for 12 months and I buy it from him later. The realtor said, that ain't going to work. I said, tell the owner. I ain't say tell you. I said, I'm going to put a daycare on here and we're going to put a church on here and we're going to put some houses on here. I said, go tell the owner what I said. Well, no, that ain't going to work. Go on. There's some land down the street here. Oh, really? How much is that land? It's $1 million, but we brought it down to $600,000, and we'll work with you on that land. Okay. Maybe God done gave me another alternative. I won't know unless I try. Now check this out. I'm going to give you a secret about this land right here. We don't own it. We don't own this church. We don't own this land. They're trying to get me to buy it. I ain't bought it yet. I don't know what God want to do, but at least I'm going to try. I'm going to say, hey, God, if it is you, why? Why do we need to build a bigger church when this one here ain't even packed out? God gave me something. He said, now, when you remember when you was on Pool Road, on Rockaway Road? Yeah. You remember that little storefront that you was in? I said, yeah. You said you wasn't going to expand until you packed that out. I said, yeah, I sure did. Well, guess what you did? You expanded, didn't you? And I packed it out, didn't I? Yes, you sure did. Guess what else you said? Yeah, Lord, what else I said? You said you ain't going to come over here unless you get a big crowd over in Rockaway Road. That's what I said. Well, guess what happened, Eric? You only got 50 people, but only 50, oh, wait, no, you got 100 people over there on Rockaway Road, but only 50 came over here with you. And guess what? 49 of them left. And I still kept you. If you give God something to work with and quit trying to figure everything out. Are you listening? I got until December of this year to make a decision to get this building, or we get kicked out. We in February. Why you quiet now? We in February. If I can't work it out here, and they take the building, we're going down in the West building. We're going to have church down there. If y'all can throw me a party down there, we can have church down there. And you know what? This is the funny thing. If God don't allow us to stay here, if God don't allow us to go and build somewhere else, and we have to go and move into a gym, guess what's going to happen? The critics going to talk. Oh, Pastor Ellis, he failed and don't know I'm in God's plan. When Jesus died on the cross, they said he failed, but on the third day, he got up with all power. You don't know the God we serve. You don't know the God we serve. Hallelujah, somebody. Woo! Let's go home. My God, I want to preach this. You don't know, but I want to keep y'all another 3 hours. You don't understand, but I want to keep you, but I know you're tired. The only reason I in church because you. I don't in church because of me. I in church because of you. I'm tired. I'm tired, Pastor. When you going to in church? You ain't going to do nothing but go out there in the streets and get some more negativity. Okay. Women having a fellowship on February the 16th. Y'all need to come at Grandsons. Contact Corinna and Alicia. All right. And now listen, you need to move forward in your forward thinking. Wherever you're thinking at right now, quit thinking it. Think forward. Move forward. Think how you can be a better Christian, how you can be a better husband, a better wife, a better child, a better son of God, a better father. How you can move forward. How you can get a better paying job. Apply for jobs you don't even qualify for. Guess what? No matter what job you apply for, they're going to train you anyway. You need to have 10 years of experience. Apply for the job. Just go ahead and apply. I done applied for plenty of jobs I did not qualify and got them. I look at God. God, you favor me. That's all that matters. Are you listening? So go do better. Go out there, husband and wives, do something. Tell them kids, go sit down somewhere. You and your wife sit down and look at TV together. Put your foot up and look at TV. Look at Gilligan Allen. Yeah, baby, come here. Who you want to give a shout out to? Where her mic? Give me a mic. Give me a mic. Go over there. Give me a mic. Give me a mic. Thank you, Alicia.
So much, Alicia. So beautiful.
The brothers are coming. Come on, brothers.
I just want to give a shout out to this person that has a business at our church, and I kind of took her business for granted.
Oh.
And I just want you to know that I got a massage yesterday. As you all know, that I was in a major car accident. And I felt like I had a lumbar in my back. And so I'm going to physical therapy constantly just to get healing, of course. Well, it wasn't working. It seemed like I was getting worse and worse. So he took me to get myself a massage yesterday. Now, when I walked in there, I told them, don't touch my back. I even told him, tell her, don't touch my back. They can touch everything else, but not my back. So when I went into the shop, she asked me what was wrong with me. And so she talked to me about my problem, my issue. And she said, it's your body. Your body is tightening up. She said, first thing, you have to position your body, and your body wants to be positioned like the driver. You go to driver ed.
You gotta tell them all this. Go
How,
see.
you how to put your hands on the wheel, right?
Let me tell everything. You gotta tell everything.
So anyway, excuse me, honey. I love them, y'all. I love them dearly. But hold on.
Get to the point.
So anyway, so she told me that my body, my hands want to stay close to my body because my muscles want to protect myself. So she said, I'm going to be pushing on something, and I'm going to teach you how to breathe. So she taught me how to breathe. She said, if you talk to me, you're not breathing properly when she touched my pain. So anyway, what the bottom line is, she taught me how to breathe. She said, slob. If you want to say anything, holler, curse, whatever you want to do, get it out.
Get it out.
That's what I did. So I got it out when she touched the pain. But the thing what I want to share with you is that I am healed because of this young lady. And she's a great massage person. And she works at Sunny's shop, Adora Spa. So I encourage all the women, men, this Valentine's Day, it's a good day, you know, for you to share that with your wife so she can go and get a good massage. I know you guys want to go home and hungry, but I'm just trying to give you the detail that I am actually healed. And, you know, when you heal, you want to tell somebody, right? You know, you just want to spread the word. You just can't keep it to yourself. So I just want you to know, go see Sunny. Go to her shop. It's called Adora Spa. It's right over there off of Peach Street. You will enjoy. I am healed. I can run. I can do everything now. And I'm just so proud that this wonderful man of mine, tart, dark, and handsome, a man of God who loves the Lord and fear God, gave me an opportunity to get a massage, and I just thank God for that.
That's powerful. That's powerful, powerful. Yeah. The chiropractor told her, don't get a massage. And so she, read the mic, they cut the read the mic off. The chiropractor told her, the doctor professional said, don't get a massage. And so I carried her over there to Sunny and get her toes done and nails done. And I told him, I said, just give her a massage around the sides of her back, but not on her back. And just so happened, she met a lady that knows about back muscles. And the lady put all the pressure points and made her back feel 200% better. She was almost screaming when I got there how better she feel. And you know she was coming to church sitting with a pillow every Sunday. She said she felt so good. And her back, she said, I don't feel no pain. I feel so good. That's a forward thinker. You got to take chances. Let me give you 4 traits or 5 traits. Let me give you some tips of a forward thinker. You can look at this later. Branch out and learn from others. Are you listening? If you don't want to go forward, then stay where you're at. But those that want to go forward, sit down and learn from others. Branch out and learn from somebody else. Number 2, take risk. Kick the tires. Jump out there and try it. You don't know how successful you would be if you just jump out there. You never know. Number 3, abandon control. Quit trying to earn and learn, take hold of and control everything you do. Let somebody else give you some advice, okay? And number 4, read and watch. Learn from others. I do that all the time with these bracelets. I go to YouTube and learn how people tie knots and how people do this and do that. And I'm learning so much how to do bracelets. And here's the last one. Set aside for forward thinking. Set some time to think forward. What do you want to do in life? What do you want to do as a Christian? How do you want to be? Do you want to be a better Christian? How you want to dress? How you want to act? How you want to look? We got trainers. We got educators here. We got people here that can help you with your finances. If you're not good with finances, talk. Stand up. Where my finance people at? There we go. Her and her husband. Stand up. My wife too, tax lady. Finance people. Where's Alicia? Not Alicia. But Stephen and where Randy, stand up. Randy and Coranda, they help. Who else? And Jason, they help you with your finances. These are people that know something about money. They know how to handle money. So they're not going to tell your business. I don't let them tell me if you tithe or not. Some of y'all can't tithe. Some of y'all can't give money like you want to the church because you got bills you tied up in. And you're tied up with all these interest rates. Let them show you how to pay off stuff and get your interest rate higher so you can go buy a house. You don't need to be stuck in no apartment. Go get you a house, man. But you got to build your credit up. And if you're not in good shape, high blood pressure, whatever, man, listen to somebody that can. My wife's 62 years old, and some of these women around here, not around here, I'm talking about in the world, they 20 years old and healthy. They eating up all the ice cream. We done cut out all that stuff at our house. We don't like, I love sweets, but since I've been on this fast, I done cut my sweets out a lot because I don't like my stomach poking all out there. I'm going to get back in the gym and start exercising and walking, take my time. And then if you got mental problems, say, hey, Pastor, I'm struggling with my thought process. Come on, stand up, stand up. We got people in the mental health field and help you with your health development, mental development. Who else in here? Mental development, social workers. Help you with your mental development. She'll sit down and talk to you, man, help you get on the right track. That's her field. That's her course of action. All right? I just thought I'd throw that out there. Traits of a forward thinker. This is what a traits of a forward thinker is. Not dwelling in the past, connecting dots, seeing the larger picture, perseverance, and open to possibilities. Be open. This is not a church that just tell you about Jesus only, but we also tell you how to survive in the earth. We're going to teach you how to go and get money, how to make money, how to do money. Some of y'all got businesses at home, man. If you just start right there, take your business at home. Maybe you know how to make ties real good. Make them. But make them for your pastor. So I start wearing your ties if you make them, so I can advertise them. If you know how to make stuff, man, just use your gifts and quit sitting down. You're too gifted. God got too much in the earth, and people need your gift. Maybe you're good at marriage counseling. We'll set some dates up. Come and tell me. Say, Pastor, we're good at marriage counseling. Me and my wife, we know. I'm going to sit down and ask you some questions about marriage. And then once you tell me, then guess what? We'll have some marriage counseling sessions where you lead it. Look at, okay, come here, Julian, 22 years old. This young man right here, 22 years old. He got a clothing line business. This is clothing line business right here. This is 919. That's the area code of Raleigh. And he got Raleigh on his pants. He got all kinds of stuff out there, hats and shirts and scarves. He got all kinds of stuff, this young man, 22 years old. 22. And supporting a professional basketball team now. 22 years old. Can you believe this? He done had people tell him, don't do that. You ain't going to make it. Quiet young man. Don't bother nobody. Come in church. Don't do nothing. Just stay quiet. He come in there and work the camera, sit on the front row. And look at him. Look at him. Proud of you, man. He got his stuff, his product. He'll send me a text. Hey, Pastor. I said, yes, son. Can I set up this week? You sure can. He'll ask me, can he set up? Guess what? That opened the door for me. Because I wanted to set up this weekend, but I was scared. Because I ain't want nobody saying, look at Pastor. He's trying to take advantage of selling his products because he's the pastor. But when he called me and said, hey, Pastor, can I set up? Yeah. Now I can slide on in there with you. So I got my bracelets out there too. They from $10 to $15, $20. Some of them, well, I ain't got no $20 out there, but I got some. They $20, but I marked it down for you. So they praying beads, that's what you want to call them. I did pray over them now. I prayed, our Father, anoint these beads. Whoever put them on, let them get healed, get delivered, get set free, but not depend on these beads, but depend on you, Jesus. So we got some great men, and Steph got a vending machine in the overflow room. Let your child get some candy and peanuts and stuff and sodas. Give him $1 and let him go over there and support this young man. Yeah. Steph want to say one thing. Turn Steph on. We got to let these people go home. They tired.
And one thing I Bishop didn't even realize I saw this. When my vending machine first came here, I went out to go deal with the guys. I came back and I saw him praying over my machine. And I caught him praying over my machine. And you know what? Yes. And he missed it. But you know what? I almost cried, but I know he didn't want me to know that I saw it, but I did. And so I just want you to know that Bishop supports all of our businesses. And so I had to say that. I had to say that.
I did not know he'd know that. You saw? Dang, I did not know. Dang. You had a camera hidden somewhere? But I do. I pray over everybody's business because I believe in success. I believe in you trying to be so big that you need to hire somebody. And I'm believing these bracelets that these girls can be able to start working it for me. These teenage girls, they can work it for me as the business start growing, and that they can help them put some money in their pocket for college. They ain't got to beg from mama. They got their own, make their own